Hi, my name is Marzia and today I'm finally going to do a Draw My Life video for you. My story begins the 21st of October 1992 in a small city called Vicenza, Italy. This is my family. Here is my mom, my dad, my brother and me. I have always been extremely shy and quiet, and every day I would cry because scared of going to the kindergarten. My fear was to the fact that at lunchtime I didn't want to eat all the food and the teacher wouldn't let me go out and play with my friends because of that. So still now, after many years, I like to leave some food on my plate, even the smallest piece, just for rebellion. But going back to kindergarten, well, that must have been one of the toughest periods of my life. And one thing I will never forget is that one day I got so upset with the teacher that I screamed at her, "I don't care!" So yeah, never underestimate cute girls. So then elementary school came and everything became much better. I was the typical perfect student, my family was amazing and my small number of close friends and I would have so much fun together. Luckily, they all loved horror movies like me, so we would watch them all the time and play creepy games all together, and that was the best feeling ever. Everything was great in my life for so many years until I moved to another city. I was 13 at the time, and having to leave all my friends in the place where I grew up seemed exciting but also really sad. So for the first 2 years of high school, I would be different from who I really was, just to fit in this new life and try to meet some new friends. And it actually worked for a little bit, but inside me I knew I wasn't happy that way. In those 2 years, my family had to go through some really tough situations, so I started staying alone most of the time. I wouldn't see anyone and I would be constantly in a bad mood. School was just boring and I would push everyone away from me and I would feel really sad inside. But this whole situation finally changed during my 3rd year of high school, when for the first time I noticed another girl in my classroom that seemed as alone as I was. So one day I started talking to her and it took me a really long time, about 2 years, to finally get her really close to me, but she finally fell in love with me and we lived happily ever after. Just kidding, but she's my best friend and her name is Taizo. Oh, and she's also the one who introduced me to Pions. I can still remember her sweet words about him. They were just so nice that I had to check this guy out. And this is the romantic story of how I met Felix, my silly boyfriend. Since he's Swedish and I'm Italian, and yes, that's Italy, not Africa, even if it looks like it. But anyway, we had to chat on Facebook for a couple months until the moment in which he was finally able to save some money to fly to Italy to spend some time with me. After a couple hours of awkwardness in which I couldn't talk to him and I would just write him paper notes, I finally decided to open myself to him and I would never ever regret it. I decided to leave my studies and everything else so we could stay together, so after a couple months we were dating, I took my things and I went to Sweden. For a short period of my life, I wondered if I was doing the right thing. Felix and I didn't have much money at all, I didn't know Swedish and I couldn't get any jobs because of it, but we simply knew we wanted to stay together. And here is where you, Marzipans, come in and made our dreams come true. 1.5 years ago, I decided to open this YouTube channel. I didn't know that thanks to this, all of this would have happened, but I'm so glad it all turned out well and our sacrifices weren't for nothing. Once I came back from Sweden, not only my best friend and my family were there, but even my childhood friends were happy to have me back. And right now, my life couldn't be better. I have Felix, Puga, awesome friends, a great family, and of course, all of you Marzipans ready to support me every single day, and I really couldn't be more thankful about it. My life is not completed yet. I would say that it actually just started, and I know that it's not always going to be easy, but what I know is that I will always try to live it in the best way possible.